Hey everyone, it's Mlb. Welcome to the show.
Even before your first career day in school, you knew you wanted to be a Major League Baseball player. You crushed the ball off a tee, dominated Little League. Fast forward to high school, and you can do it all on the diamond. The road to the show should be a breeze.
Welcome to High School Baseball on the Show, live from Rush Peak Field. I'm Ben Gelman, and I'll be bringing you all the action here on Senior Day. We'll get a chance today to see these upperclassmen play their last regular season game, one last opportunity to show off their skills and celebrate their high school careers in front of their beloved hometown fans. We're just about ready to get started. Just about ready to roll here. And starting this one, Anthony Ace. Here's the info we've got. Just a 3-pitch mix, but he's got a lot of confidence in those 3 offerings. The key is going to be mixing pitch sequences throughout this start so he doesn't get too predictable. Otherwise, the hitters can sit on one of the 3 and unload when it comes. Here's the center fielder, Luis Chavez.
Hey, nobody away.
And away we go this afternoon. Today, of course, Senior Day, a time of reflection for these athletes, including the young man on the mound, who is no doubt looking back on the path that brought him here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1 there.
1-2.
He fell behind 0-2, but after taking a pitch that far outside the zone, he might be thinking about getting back into this at-bat. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball.
2-2.
Show him who's boss.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So up next, Daryl Stevens.
Come on, mow him down.
1-0.
1 out and the base is empty.
And we got one here.
This one the other way. And it's down, a base hit. So digging in, Gary Fordyce. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Comes up empty, strike two. He must have been sitting on something off speed.
0-2.
And the count
That's the
1 and
ball.
2. Try to get him
That's the ball.
chasing on the changeup. Runner
2
at
balls,
first,
2
one
strikes.
away.
Throw him a chair right here.
Towards first. And it
That
goes
ball's
just
foul.
foul.
One down, one down.
On the ground, and it's off the bag.
Relay, relay, relay.
And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. And that sensational plate discipline pays off right here. Got deep into the count, but he didn't panic, and he came through in the clutch. Dino Moreno in the box now takes strike one. Now that he's gotten ahead in the count, he needs to attack and finish off this hitter.
0-2.
Lefty from the stretch with runners on the corners. Swing and a high fly to left. Runner tags from third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. That's team first hitting we just saw. He knew they were counting on him to bring in the run with something deep enough in the air. Nice job. Aaron McDermott now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing
0-1.
there. Right through there for a strike. Pitcher can't dwell on what's already
ball, 2
happened.
strikes.
Got to focus on this next pitch and try to stem the bleeding. On a line for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Andy Burgess.
Hey, get the easy one. 2 outs now.
Oh my, right to the backstop. And now a single could score 2. This is a bit of a fix for the pitcher now. Got to 2 outs, but then surrendered the single,
patient.
and then the wild pitch put the runner in scoring position. Whips it to first in time. Man at first with 1 gone. Next to hit, Anthony Ace.
Ball.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right now.
Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, let it fly. Let it fly right here.
Swing and a miss out in front of that. Not a great swing. He was
1
early
and
and
2's the
off
count.
balance. The pitcher might subtract a little more and see if he chases something bad. Got him. 2 gone.
Batting fourth,
Top of the second, leading off,
Leading
Steve
things off.
Conrad.
third baseman, Steve Conrad.
Be patient.
Ball.
This one in the air, center field, Mendoza Burks. 1 down. So up next, Jason Wolf.
Be patient.
And there's a strike.
0-1. Hoo-yah!
Hitter looks a little too passive against him right
with your
now,
best
and
pitch
he
right
took
here.
advantage with 2 straight fastballs for strikes. Now the pitcher's in the driver's
that
seat.
missed.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. What a take with 2 strikes. Swings through that one for a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Clayton Glynn. Line drive. And foul ball.
Get this guy out of here.
Ground ball left side. And foul ball.
Be patient.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got the batter swinging. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So welcome back, folks, and just a reminder that this is a 7-inning game here at the high
Get
school
him out
level.
of there.
Chavez went down on strikes the first time through.
Heck, 1. 0-1.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna... This one is labeled. It one-hops off the wall, might be trouble. That's a leadoff double. Down in the count, didn't matter. Put a great swing on it. Great back control on that pitch. Got a pitch on the outside, let it travel deep into the zone, and ripped it the other way for the knock.
Hey, come on, we gotta hold him right here.
Inside,
Ball.
nearly got the batter.
Be patient.
Hiya!
No outs and a
One ball,
runner on
2 strikes.
second. In there, got the strikeout looking. Not what the offense was looking for after a leadoff double. The strikeout and one away now.
Go one, right here.
Gary Fordyce will hit next.
Hiya, what?
Hey, gotta hold him right here. Straight up.
Now a
Straight up.
pop-up on the infield.
Line,
Clayton.
line.
And there's 2 away. Well, he got a lollipop of a breaking ball, but he couldn't quite get the swing just right. That's what caused the
Hey,
pop-up.
blaze that first. blaze
And the
that
next
first.
batter, Dino Moreno. Picked up an RBI the last time. Lays out. Oh, it's off the glove. No throw. And the batter reaches safely. 2 outs with runners at the corners. Now the
Easy
left
out,
fielder,
easy out.
Aaron McDermott. 1 for 1 with a single so far. We're here in the top half of the third.
Hey, let's look
Runners
right
on
here.
first and third. 2 away. Wallops this one out towards right center. And it one-hops the wall.
Relay.
Coming to the plate. Also in to score. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That one might as well have been placed on a
place it
tee
right now.
right down the middle. A hitter's
Yeah.
dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Burgess in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Oh, yeah.
Right through there for a strike. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2. You're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. Set down on strikes. Nice job controlling the damage out there. 2 runs. Runner at first with 1 gone. Next up, the designated hitter, Anthony Ace. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. And that one fouled off. Runner on the go. Pitches in for a strike. And safe. That's a stolen base. Not close. 1 out with a runner at second.
Hey, needs it right now. Keep it going.
Up and in.
That's a ball.
With his teammates driving in a pair, he wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs. The next
Ball.
pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it.
Outside.
Full count.
Come on, here we go.
Swing and a miss. Had him out in front for the strikeout. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch. Most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3 and 2.
Steve Conrad.
Be patient.
Conrad batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
No outs here, huh?
One and one.
This guy will swing at anything.
Next offering is
that missed. That's a
downstairs.
ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next one's popped in the air into right.
I got
Owen.
it. I got it.
And there's 1 away. So digging in, Jason Wolf.
patient.
First at bat was a strikeout. Ground ball to third base. Mueller. Tosses to first. And there's 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Clayton Glynn. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. And that one
That's a
almost
ball.
got him. That'll back him up a bit.
Blaze that one now.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a
Yeehaw.
miss. Nice changeup. That's some
patient.
great
1-1.
arm action from him to sell the changeup. Next pitch, in for a strike.
1-2.
Throw your best pitch. Best pitch right here.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. No runs, no base hit.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th inning, Federico Casto. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Foul ball there. Hoping to put the tying run aboard.
That's a ball. 1-1.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
1 and 2's the count.
On right here, one time. Here we go.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one
Full
missed.
count.
That one misses. It's a leadoff walk.
Hey, good eye, good take.
Now batting second baseman, Christopher.
The batter
Dahlman.
now, Christopher Dahlman. Leadoff hitter is aboard, so the defense will be on guard against the bunt that could move a critical runner into scoring position. Line, and that's a base knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. Not the loudest contact, but he dunked it down the opposite way for a hit all the same. Must have opened the door for someone or helped them with their groceries, because that knock... Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Runners stay put, but it's a full count now.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
In there, picks up the K. And that is a big first out. 1 out and 2 on. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Cletus Pierre. In the air, right field. Hauls it in, 2 away. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. Michael Muller getting ready to hit.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Fly ball out to left field. McDermott. They get out of it. Inning over. Welcome back to Senior Day at Rush Peak Field. And now the DH, Anthony Ace. That one out to right. And that is a foul ball.
Hey, here we go.
Strike 2.
0-2.
It's ball 1.
Ball. 1 and 2.
Hey, let her fly.
1-2 offering. In the air to left center. Oh my goodness, he got it. Tremendous catch. So 2 down. Christopher Clayton now at the plate. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. And that'll wrap it up. An emotional day at the ballpark, but they fall short on Senior Day. Ace with a solid showing, even if his team wasn't able to get the win on Senior Day. This two-way player wasn't dominant, but did what it took on the mound to give these hometown fans something to cheer about. He'll get to hit in the next one and needs to take his game to a higher level to make a deep playoff run. Welcome to the show. It's the high school playoffs live from Rush Peak Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. Digging in, Anthony Ace.
Anthony Ace.
And that drops in for a strike. He's showing a lot of confidence in the changeup to start the AB with it and get the called strike.
Ball. 1-1.
Falling behind, 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
Wait for your pitch.
And some cutting action, but misses down low.
We got a full count.
Everything came together on that swing. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. No movement on the bases. Now a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, no one better
Go ahead,
now.
run it first. Nobody out. Bottom half of the 2nd inning. And
No,
that's outside.
Ball.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
Count's full.
Even though he's not the fastest runner, I think he needs to be going here to try and avoid the double play. Now the payoff pitch. And ball 4.
That's ball
2
4.
aboard.
Runner, take your base.
Batting 7th.
Zach Owen, the next to hit.
Zach Owen.
0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd.
Your turn right here. Drive him in.
Grounds this one to the right side. Fires to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's the catcher, Sam McGregor.
Hey, right guy, right spot. Clutch up now.
On the ground to short. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. Great job on the backhand play at short. He moved to his right, set his feet, and got lined up to make a strong, accurate throw to first base for the out. Ace, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. This hitter needs to be aware that the pitcher's trying to get him to put it on the ground and get the double play ball. If he's smart, he'll be hunting something up in the zone. In the air to left. And that is a foul ball.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
Has some trouble with it. Gets to the pitcher covering the bag, but a run comes across. One away, and the bases are loaded here. Now, Percy Campaneris. 1-2 offer.
3-3-3.
Hard ground ball, base hit.
Relay three.
One run comes in. Now the second run crosses the plate, and they trail by only one. Next is the switch-hitting first baseman, Anthony Ace.
First
1 for
baseman
2.
number 3, Anthony Ace.
That one fouled off.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
This one ripped but foul to the right.
Attaboy.
0-2 now. And foul ball.
Here we go.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the dish. One and two, here's the pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. And that ends the inning. Bases are empty with 2 away. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Mark Oler.
1-1.
Right back to him on the mound. And that's the ball game. They get the victory and move on to the title game. What a run for this team. Ace with an impressive showing in this crucial victory. He did what it took to help get his team to the state championship. This promising prospect will have one more opportunity to show what he can do while trying to bring home the title. Hello and welcome to this year. Anthony Ace, the next to hit.
Designated hitter, Anthony Ace.
And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Batting fourth. Second
Now
baseman,
it's the second baseman, Christopher Dahlman. Swings and flares it. It falls in. That's 3 hits in a row. They're really cooking now. That one just kind of faded over the infield and down onto the outfield grass. Base hits like that are a gift from above for the hitter. Base hit right field. 1 run comes in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away. Cletus
Batting
Peer
sixth,
digs in now.
Fielder, Cletus Peer.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here we go.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Skips in, and excellent work to hold that one close. Could have been dangerous. Here's the 1-2 offering. Lined, and that's a base hit. One run's in. Now the second run is in. It's 3-zip. Here's a speed threat, Isaac
Leading off here this
Sposado.
afternoon, designated hitter, Isaac Sposado.
Hook!
Be patient.
High fly ball towards left center. Pretty deep. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now at the dish, Alejandro
Be
Castilla.
patient.
No, that missed. That's a ball. Nope, ball. 2-0.
There's a
Yeah,
strike,
what?
and it's 2-1. One out, and the base is empty. And
Yeah.
swing and miss.
2-2.
Cut on a miss. That's a strikeout. Aubrey Simons will
Nice
hit
one.
next. To the right side. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Flip to the pitcher
No,
is
he's
late,
in
and the
there.
speedy runner is on at first. No trouble beating out the infield hit. Good hustle down the line. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first.
That missed.
Pretty clear
That's a
he's
ball.
trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to
1-1.
roll over one and keep it on the ground. Left-handed batter waiting. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. 1-2 now. Got him.
3.
That's the third out. So one hit, 2 away, and a runner at first. And here at the plate, Anthony Ace. Singled and scored the first time around. Runner on the go. On the ground, right side. And it gets by. Coming to the plate. Scores easily. Picks himself up an RBI. Rolled over on that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit. This one in the air to right. It's carrying. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Martin Lerma. And that drops in for a strike. Smart pitching out there. He guessed right that the hitter wasn't timed up for a changeup to start the AB. This one in the air, center field, Woodard on the way over. And it's caught for the out. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. Ken Lutz, batting with one down, takes a strike. 0-2, waves at that one.
0-2.
Pitch is in the dirt.
1-2.
Get him with your best pitch right here.
Pitch
That's a
misses.
ball.
And it's 2-2. Great job to see changeup out of the hand and lay off it. 3-2 now.
count.
What a take with 2 strikes. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning.
Batting 7.
Now the third baseman, Brandon Zavala. Fouled off to the right. 2 outs, base is empty.
Hey, plays the one. Here we go.
1-1.
Be patient.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Puts this one in the air down the line. And no one can get to it, a foul ball. 2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the second inning. Swings through it for the strikeout. Nice job out there as he gets... Welcome back, folks, and just a reminder that this is a 7-inning game here at the high school level.
Oh, 1.
And it's strike 2. That changeup up in the zone is one he'd like to have back.
2 strikes.
He knows that's a meaty pitch to hit. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Now it's the right fielder, Preston McIntosh. That's a liner to left.
Got it.
2 away now. Back to the top of the order here. Sposado getting ready to hit. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Alejandro Cap. Runner on the move. There's a ball.
Ball.
Throw, safe. They're down a bunch early on in this game, so it's not all that surprising that they try to claw their way back any way they can. You don't usually see teams do that by stealing bases, but it seems like that's their approach here.
Hey, now we got 2. We got 2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the back end of the third inning. Nice eye right there.
Be patient.
Strike 2.
We got a full count.
And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going.
Hey, all right.
Another full count pitch. That one is foul. We'll see another.
Here we go.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Here we go. Here we go.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. 3 innings in the books in this one. The Bulldogs have the lead, 4-0. Welcome back to Bird's Eye Field. Now, Aubrey Simons. First pitch, and here's the appeal. Went around, ruled a swing.
Be patient.
0-1 now.
1-1.
Come on, mow him down.
Grounder to short. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now batting.
Man on at first. Here's the catcher, Avi Kennedy. Caught looking the first time up. Fly ball to left, down the line.
Here we go.
Puts it away. Tagging at first, breaks for second. Not in time, he's safe. So up next, Martin Lerma.
Check and go 1 right
And
here.
you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here.
Ball.
Gotta hold him right here. Let's go.
High fly ball down the line and left. And that is a foul ball.
Be patient.
Runner, yes,
Runner
yes.
takes off for third. Pitch misses. Throw, they get the out. Always risky to try and steal third base. He had a big lead from second, but still couldn't quite get to the bag safely. Pitch is in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down now. 2 down.
Fights it off, we'll see another. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down and nobody aboard. Gets a piece, stays alive. And that extends the inning. Next is the switch-hitting first baseman, Ken
Plays it
Lutz.
first, plays it
0 for
first.
1, struck out swinging
1-0.
last time. In the dirt, but blocked. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man in scoring position.
Be patient.
Runner at second with 2 down. Swing, high fly down the right field line. On the move, has a play, and he makes the catch. So it's the batter now, Anthony Ace. Hitchcock. Whips it to first in time. 2 down. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Brandon Zavala.
Hey, no outs now.
Hut!
Let's go. You got this guy.
Swing and a miss. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Be patient.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Punches that one away with 2 strikes.
One.
Grounds this one up the middle. Collects. No play. That's an infield single. That's doing the job right there. Whenever you lead off an inning, you're focused on getting on base and setting up your teammates to drive you in. Now up, Ken Hitchcock. And a base hit.
Me.
Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock. This next at bat is going to be critical.
1 ball, no strikes.
This one's in the dirt.
Two and 0.
And there's the automatic take to make it 3-1. 1 on, nobody out, a run across. Bottom half of the 5th. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. Manager out.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Lewis Gallagher. Has to collect quick outs and keep the team within striking distance. Ace, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1 and 0.
Hey, your turn now. Nobody better.
And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two, 1.
Rolls away a little bit.
You're nice and patient, 1 at a time.
And now the 2-1. Strike on the inside corner. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. Got the strikeout looking. That is a frustrating call for a hitter. Next up, the designated hitter, Isaac Sposato. In the air to right, and that should do it.
I got it.
And that's it. They're state champions. A perfect ending to an incredible season. Ace, with a solid outing on the mound, coming through when his team needed it most to take home the state title. This promising two-way prospect showed that he's a true gamer, playing on the biggest stage of his young career. With so many scouts and college coaches looking on, he'll definitely get a chance to play at the next level.
All right, welcome back to Studio 3 here at MLB Network. It's Greg Amsinger and my guy, Harold Reynolds. Are you ready for the MLB Draft Combine?
I love it, man. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's always so exciting. It's right around the corner. What can we expect from this year's event, Harold?
Well, the biggest thing, obviously, you got the top talent in the country coming here to the Combine. You got all 30 teams represented. You have scouts.
The road to Major League.
This is where the scouts really start paying attention to what these prospects have in their arsenal, Jessica.
Robert, this is a huge opportunity in this young guy's career. I mean, scouts, realistically, they're looking for confidence in the batter's box. They also want to see balance, rhythm, timing of his swings. They're also looking to see his ability to hit the ball to different parts of the field.
Jessica, it's been a bit of a struggle so far for this young prospect.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing is he's trying to find that comfort zone in the box. He's got a lot of movement in his load. It's throwing off his timing. That's probably the biggest thing because he's trying to do too much.
And also that could be symptomatic of nerves. That could be in play here as well.
Robert, that's exactly it. It's a crucial showcase, and hopefully he can make some of those adjustments and bounce back strong. He'll get a chance to redeem himself with the fielding drills next.
Infield drills at first base are starting up right now. A key position, Jessica, where you have the opportunity to pick up your teammates defensively, and it's my favorite position on the diamond because it's what I played growing up.
Well, and the biggest thing you had to have in that position, Robert, is positional awareness. Scouts are looking for that range, your ability to get to any ball, and honestly, you want to save your teammates from any potential throwing errors.
So far, what's your assessment of this session. How's he doing?
Yeah, it really stands out that defense is not his strong suit. Teams are looking for a sure thing at first base, and he's still got a ways to go.
And it looks like he could be struggling with the lack of confidence over there, too.
That's probably what stands out the most, but if he can finish strong, that will show that he's got that potential. This session has featured some defensive strength, but also lots to improve on before a team commits to him.
Well, it's time to see how these pitchers fare, Jessica.
Yeah, well, body movement is the first thing scouts are looking for. Balance, rhythm, and timing within his delivery, as well, of course, that arm strength. In the end, can he put it where the catcher is set up?
Jessica, day one is...
Welcome to Game 1 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show. And now it's going to be Anthony Ace. Ace, competing here at the MLB Draft Combine, fresh off of winning a high school state championship. I'm sure that was an awesome experience for him. Swings through it. Some serious gas on that one. That one missed.
2 strikes.
Got it.
3.
1 gone. And now the first baseman, Anthony Ace. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Here it comes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner 1-1 pitch now. Runner on the go. Makes the catch for the second out. Goes to the bag. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. So they go down quietly. So 2 on and 2 out. Richard White getting ready to hit. Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 run comes in. Second run scores as well, and they lead by 2 now. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Now, Anthony Ace. Runner at first, 1 away. Back up the mid. Oh, it gets the pitcher. High throw to first, can't reach it. And it's going to wind up out of play. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Mlb Bledsoe. Caught him looking for the strikeout. So digging in, Marcellus Knight. And the 1-1. Hot shot to third. Whips it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's Gustavo Perez, the next to hit. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Uh-oh, throw's going to third. And of course, everybody's gonna be safe. Yikes. We head back to the top of the lineup. Anthony Ace will hit next. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. These tournament games are, of course, just a part of the larger picture here at the Combine. Drills and assessments measure each player's fitness, strength, agility, and on-field performance, as well as other skills. Already 3 runs have scored this inning, here in the bottom of the 6th. And again on 0-2. Gets him swinging. 3 runs on 3 hits. Runner at first. Anthony Ace now at the plate. Close one, but doesn't get the call.
1-0.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Mlb Bledsoe getting ready to hit. In the air to left center, and it's into the gap. Lunges, can't make the catch. Throw to the plate. Not in time, runner safe. A run comes in on the play. So up next, Marcellus Knight. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out, 3, and they turn the double play. That double play is a shot in the arm for this pitcher. He's got a chance to limit the damage in this inning now. 2 outs, man at third. Here's the third baseman, Doug Fidrich. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter of making him come into the strike zone. So digging in, Patrick Hamill. On the ground, right side, Cora. And that's the ball game. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. The loss is just the rotten cherry on top. Welcome to Game 2 of the MLB Draft. All right, ready to get this one started. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Paulson. And that's how this game gets started. Lifted in the air to right center. It's pretty deep. Out number 1 on the grab. Had to cover a lot of ground there, and that's why you take those extra reps during batting practice, getting reads on the ball as it comes off the bat. Even a quarter second's hesitation can cost you in the game. Lee Stokes, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one a little bit high. You may be wondering, just how does a player score a summons to the invitation-only draft combine? Well, eligible high school and college players are selected by a committee of MLB, USA Baseball, and MLB club scouting executives. Runner at first with 1 gone. Now, Jim Lusher.
Ball down.
And that drops in for a strike. Close, but ruled a ball. Fly ball to right. Samuel on the move. Makes the grab. 2 down. Now the third baseman, Roger McDowell.
Ball 1.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. Stokes, the runner at first with 2 out. Swings through that one for strike 2. He must have been sitting on something off speed. And there's a ball. That curveball was way high. He clearly didn't release it properly. Swing lifted to left field. That's pretty deep. Got it. 1 hit. Back here in the desert, now at the dish, Michael Fransky. One down.
He's out.
So up next, Mark Franco.
Hey.
That one down the line. Fair ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. He turns and heads for second. Runner at second, 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Kevin Casto. On the ground. Whips it to first. 2 down. And now the shortstop, Kevin Fairchild. There's a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. On the ground to first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. A double. Back here at Chase Field, on to the bottom of the second. Leading off, Anthony Ace. Swing and a miss, got fooled on that one.
0-1.
Some nasty action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. In the air to left. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Ace competing here as a two-way player at the combine, but it'll be interesting to see if that continues successfully as he gets to college or pro level. That's where we usually see a player like this convert to being just a pitcher or just a hitter. We move on to the third inning, and now it's going to be George Guardado.
Hey!
While all of these prospects expect to be drafted, the personalized player report they receive, including evaluation data and tools for improvement, makes participation here a valuable experience no matter what happens in the future. Not in time, an infield knock to start the inning. Back to the top of the order here. Tyrone Paulson getting ready to hit.
Outside,
with the
that's
speedy
the ball.
runner at first and a hitter with good wheels too, the infielders know they need a hard hit grounder if they're going to turn 2. We're here in the top half of the third. Go ahead, run at first. Nobody out.
2-2 the count.
This one's in the dirt. Fights the 2-strike pitch off to the right. Right now, he's struggling to throw something by the batter. At the plate, that's got to be a confidence boost for him. Shepard. There's one.
He's up.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Next up, the designated hitter, Lee Stokes. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the move. Safe at second, he easily steals the bag. I like the aggressiveness right there. The pitchers have been dealing so far, so you might as well try to apply some pressure and see if you can steal your way into scoring position. And plenty of time to first. So digging in, Jim Lusher. In there at the knees. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. That one ripped into right center. It's carrying. Hauls it in on the run. And that's the third out. So back here in the desert, on to the next inning. Here's the third baseman, Roger McDowell. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Line drive for a base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. And here's the catcher, Michael Fransky, 0 for 1.
Aye.
We're in the fourth inning, no score. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Mark Franco now at the plate. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Fouled off down the right side. 0-1 now. Fouled off, he was late. Oh-2, rocks and fires. Line drive for a base hit. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. Manager out of the dugout. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Juan Valley. Features a hard slider to work off the fastball. Lined, and that's a base knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And here at the plate, Clyde Watts. Now here's the 0-2. Fly ball, left field. Out number 2. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Now the 1-2 pitch. Line drive, that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and the run scores. First and second, 2 outs. Now the left fielder, David McMurray. In the air, right field, well hit. This one carrying. Snags it on the warning track. That ends the inning and limits. It's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of runners left aboard. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Ace, 1 for 2.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
In the
I got
dirt.
a ball, 1 strike.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. So now 1 and 2.
1 ball. Two strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Throw to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Man at second here with 2 away. Anthony Ace, the next to hit. 1 for 3. And that's a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single. And they lead by 2. Digging in, Clyde Watts. On the ground to third. There with plenty of time.
He's out.
Inning over. A couple of runs. Here's the catcher, Michael Fransky. Swing and a drive. It's back. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run comes in. Safe. He beats it. They've got the lead, 6-5. One out and a runner at second. Anthony Ace digs in now. RBI knock the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. First pitch
Ball
misses,
one, no strikes.
ball one. And the tying run's at the plate. Clips the outside corner. Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. Swing and a miss. Only one out remaining. Here's the second baseman, Clyde Watts. In the air to right, and that should do it. The catch is made to end it. Ace, a bit of a shorter start in this one for sure. This start might not go on his personal highlight reel, but he did okay. Probably a few things to work on in his next bullpen session. Welcome to Game 3 of the MLB. And now the first baseman, Anthony Ace. You know, here in Game 3, it's not just the body that can start to get tired. The mind can fatigue too. You have to stay sharp and not lose focus on the mental part of the game. Chases the changeup in the dirt.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Cervantes has a beat on it. And there's one down. Those high fastballs in the zone look so tempting, but it's hard for hitters to get on plane with them. Gustavo Campillo will hit next. Hard ground ball, base hit. Headed for the plate. Comes in to score.
He's in there.
Not
He's
in
safe.
time. He's safe. Back here in the desert as we go to the last of the third. Now, Anthony Ace. And that one fouled off. The MLB Draft Combine is nerve-wracking for any young player, but it seems like he's been able to successfully block out the noise these past few days. Oh, and 2, and the delivery. Got the batter swinging. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back to the top of the order here. Anthony Ace now at the plate. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. Tags up from second, heads to third. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Applies the tag and they get 2. Double play. No outs, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Orlando Cervantes. On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1.
He's up.
And that's all they'll get. On to the bottom of the 8th. The batter now, Anthony Ace. That
Counts
misses.
1-0.
1-0. Strike 1. This offense is looking a bit
1-1.
stagnant right now. They need to shake it off and get something going. Swings through it.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, inside, ball 2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Here's the left fielder, David McMurray. Up the middle. Base hit. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. Scores with ease. And it's an RBI single. It's 4-1. Anthony Ace, the next to hit. Late with the swing, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Trying to keep him alive here in the bottom of the 9th.
Hey!
Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. Collects, fires to first.
He's
in
out.
time, ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
So as we continue through day 2 of this
Here's the center fielder, Demetrius Pride. Ace ready to work now for Cal State Fullerton, Singy. Now this is in the air down the line. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
You know, Boog, it's been pretty incredible seeing how far his pitching has carried these Titans. Getting the ball in Game 1 here in Omaha, a special career he's put together, playing for such a historic program.
Anderson Shipley in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Hey, one down now, one down.
That one finds the corner. And the count 1-1.
Game 1 of the college baseball championship. These players have got to be pumped, Boog. I know I am.
No doubt, Singy, the massive crowd here, a national audience watching at home. For most of these players, this is by far the biggest stage they played on. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bryant Luis.
Be patient. Stay aggressive up there.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. And a pitch. This one in the air, right field. O'Neal sizes this one up, and that is that. An inning in the books. Anthony Ace steps in now for Cal State Fullerton. What a journey he's been on to get to this point, Siggy.
You know, Boog, he's really been a perfect fit for this Cal State Fullerton program. Tremendous 4-year career, and to cap off his senior season with a trip to Omaha, pretty incredible.
Looking across the field, Singy, you know physically the talent is there for all of these athletes. Now is when the mental game really comes into play.
I couldn't agree more, Boog. It's time to lock in and focus, which isn't easy to do under such a bright spotlight. But performing with this kind of pressure is exactly the kind of thing to help prepare you for the big leagues.
Just missing there. And that is ball 1. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and the runner holds.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Carmen Stahl. First pitch, not close.
Be patient.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Sammy Huber in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Be patient.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Out of here.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Lorenzo Spears stands in now and watches strike 1. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That missed by a lot. 2-1.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. Now the third baseman, Beckett Singh. Ball 1 low.
Ball. 1-0.
Get this guy out of here.
That catches the corner.
1-1.
Lifted in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-1. Wes Saul will hit next. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Demetrius Pride. To first. Might be two. Off balance feet. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship. Now the number 2 hitter, Anderson Shipley. Ace back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I love seeing these outstanding young athletes out there on college's biggest stage. Just goes to show you what hard work, dedication, and pure.
And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time.
That one the other way. And a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Carmen Stahl. Doubled his first time. Right through there for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Next to hit, Sammy Huber. There's the strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
He's begging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. O'Neal makes the catch. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
Spears now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that
swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Beckett Singh. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one missed. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the last half of the third. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. And there's the automatic.
3-1.
That's to third. Oliger on to first. They limit the damage here. They get a run. Anthony Ace steps in now for Cal State Fullerton. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, Fullerton has a heck of a list of ball players through the years, Boog. How about 2020 World Series champ Justin Turner?
Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. Squirts away a little bit.
1-2.
Oliger at second with 2 down. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 2-run game. And stepping in is the speedy Alexi Marmolejo. Popped up right side. And that'll do it. One run. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Marco Walter. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is outside. That to right.
That's fine. That's fine.
He's there. He's got it. 1 down. Wes Saul now at the plate. Just missed. 1 out, base is empty. And that is out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Throw him the dark one. Throw him that good stuff.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Lifted in the air, right center field. O'Neal tracks it down for the out. Welcome back to the ballpark at Omaha. Now it's the DH, Anderson Shipley. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Bryant Luis, the next to hit. Swinging a foul out of play. Nobody out, runner at first. Fly ball down the line, and a foul ball. Caught him looking for the K. So digging in, Carmen Stahl. And a foul ball. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Shipley around third. He'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. Man,
New pitcher on here, Tobias Gross.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Ace in the box again, takes a strike.
Come on, big dog, get your pitch.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Ace. He won a state championship back in his high school playing days. Pretty impressive to have the chance to make a run at a national championship here this week, Singy.
Yeah, Boog. For me, I mean, he's already shown he can get it done in these pressure-packed games. And that's what separates the great players from the average ones. Can you come through when it matters most?
1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, just missed. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. So up next, Alexi Marmolejo. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To second, there's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Anthony Ace getting ready to hit. A switch hitter batting right. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the two games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. 2 down, base is empty. Carmen lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. They get the victory. What a way to start their journey here in Omaha. Ace with a really frustrating game. Overmatched on the mound and at the plate.
Rough all the way around, Boog. Not many silver linings for him here. Just got to flush this one and hope.
And we're back. Now here is Anthony Ace.
Anthony Ace.
Bruce back to work. And that's in there at the knees.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking.
Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Ace swings through it for strike 1. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 down. Anthony Ace steps in now for Cal State Fullerton, singing.
Yeah, the Titans really are one of the most historic baseball programs, Groove. 4 national titles and one of the all-time great coaches in Augie Garrido. He won it all there with the Titans in 1979, 1984, and 1995.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Augie was an absolute legend in the game, singing nearly 2,000 wins across 6 decades. 5 national championships, 3 with the Titans and 2 with the Longhorns. 2-2 on the way. And there's a ball.
We got a full count.
Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brody Mueller.
Don't worry about the runner. Just you and the batter up there, huh?
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Quick feed to second for 1, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Jonathan Fry. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that'll do it. They get the victory to move to 2-0 here in Omaha. Anthony Ace steps in now for Cal State Fullerton. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, it's fun looking back through the history books at all the players that came through the Cal State Fullerton program, Boog. Guys like Tim Wallach, Phil Nevin, Mark Kotze, and Matt Chapman. A combined 7 All-Star appearances and 7 Gold Glove awards between those guys.
Struck him out swinging. That's the first changeup we've seen today, and a perfect time to offer it up.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Ace
Ball
in
outside.
now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. O'Neal aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember.
Here goes the runner on the ground, and that squirts through. And now 2 aboard.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ace up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. This one smacked out to left center. And a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Ace stands in now and watches strike 1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Missed inside. outside with the curve.
This player just continues to impress me with his poise and presence. He knows he belongs here, and he's letting the rest of us know it too.
1 ball, 2
One
strikes.
out, base is empty. Pitch in the dirt.
2-2.
The count now 2-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the center fielder, Alexi Marmolejo.
One and one.
This one in the dirt. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Luther puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And now the shortstop, Brandon Blanchard. This to third, Boyle. And the inning is over. This one pretty well. And now the first baseman, Anthony Ace. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. Lugo over at second. O'Neill over at first with 1 away. Ground ball to the right side. And it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 11-8.
Comes through with the RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. The run scores from third. And it's an RBI single. And now just a 2-run deficit. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Brandon Blanchard. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Struck him out looking. All in all, 1 down, runner at first. Now at the plate, Leonardo Mays. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And now Anthony Ace.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the 9th. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The Titans down to their final strike. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. Two outs. That one outside, and it's a full count.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they trail by 1.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing.
Tapped softly on the ground. Cannon. And that wraps it up as their season comes to an end here in Omaha. A valiant effort, but they fall short of the national championship game. Ace with a quality performance in this one, Singing.
Okay, so another college player taken off the
What a milestone for this prospect, a two-way. So up next, Peyton Wilson. Runner at second with nobody out. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Hard ground balls like that are really tough to make a play on. I know when I was playing second base in JV baseball back in the day, I had no interest in charging grounders like that one. And a special moment now as he steps up to the plate for the first time in his professional career. Bases empty, one away. Next to bat for the Drillers, Anthony Ace. Like others before him, he dominated both sides of the game in the amateur ranks. As always, the question for a two-way player is whether that prowess will translate to the professional level. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at-bat. Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. The tying run is aboard.
Now back. Right fielder,
And he can check first double-A hit off his to-do list. That's gotta feel good. One gone and a runner on at first. And now, Damon Keith. This one's in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Here's the 1-2 offering. Ripped to third and caught. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. Stepping in, Jainer Fernandez. 1-1 pitch now. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Tying run is at first. Here in game one of this 3-game series. Snap throw to first. And they put the tag on. That's the third out, inning over. Austin Charles getting ready to hit.
Shortstop Austin Charles.
And the right-hander deals. Hard ground ball, base hit. Headed for the plate. Comes across to score. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. Ace in the box now takes strike one. And the strike zone swells in size. On the ground, right side, down the line, and it's foul. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Got him swinging. Hey fans, remember that when either team strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every every fan in attendance home with a six-pack of the healthiest soda out there. Ace, the batter now, whiffs for strike one.
0-1.
They're down to their final strike of the game.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike three, got him swinging. And that's the ball game. The Naturals take the season opener. Anthony Ace, fresh off his first professional hit. Anthony Ace, now at the plate. He had a solid day at the plate in his Double-A debut, and I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance here. Swings at the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Swinging a high fly ball out to left as they escape the bases-loaded jam. 1 out and 2 on. Next is the switch-hitting first baseman, Anthony Ace. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Couldn't hold back, rung up on strikes. 2 gone. Runner at third, 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Ace.
Nobody better right now.
1-0.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that's the inning. 2 outs and a runner at first. Now at the plate, Anthony Ace. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Ball, that's out.
Sarantola, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2021. Line drive for a base hit. Around second on his way to third. That puts runners at the corners with 2 away. Gap shots like that one are a really good indicator that a hitter is doing the little things right. Just trying to hit the ball hard with enough of a... Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish. The 1-1 offering. That's to third, Tolbert. There with plenty of time, inning over. A couple of hits in the... So 2 on and 2 out. Austin Charles, the next to hit. Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 runs in, runner around third. Also in to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Digging in for the Drillers, Anthony Ace.
That's out.
Swing and a rocket. This one's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. It takes a lot of guts to take on the wall at any time, but especially in a high-leverage situation like this. Gotta say, he showed some excellent focus to make the catch and maintain control through contact with the wall. And there's a hit. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they have the lead. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. The Drillers, down to their last strike. Hit to the left side, this should be it. And that's the ball game. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Ace.
Anthony Ace.
And that's ripped to left. And foul ball. Ground ball, right side. Play made, that ends the inning. An inning in the books, no score here. 2 outs and runners at first and second. And now the center fielder, Spencer Nivens. Base hit, coming around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Great job to face down the lefty on the mound and put a good swing on that one. A lesser hitter would have pulled off that swing, but he stayed through it and hit a laser for a knock. Ace, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Good job to let the low one go there. That's towards center. Nivens settles underneath it. And there's one down. One away and a runner at first. And now the first baseman, Anthony Ace. Ground ball to first, could be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Make it 6. Coming up to the dish for Tulsa, Anthony Ace. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made the hurdler pay for that one. A 3-run rocket. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3. That homer just made this game a bit more interesting. A moment to treasure, his first homer at the AA level. That's got to feel great, and I'm sure the organization is hoping to see him belt many more round trippers. Huge spot here. Bottom of the 9th, down to their last out. Ace, he's already homered in this ballgame. Close one, but doesn't get the call. I was certain that was a strike. Not my call, though. And there's a ball. This is a critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches, or you could see some runs coming in. Swing and a miss. Got fooled on that one. That's a teachable moment for this hitter. He knows he shouldn't have been late swinging on that 2-0 fastball. That one missed. The Drillers with the potential winning run at the plate. And there's a fly ball deep to right. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. 1 run comes in. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. He'll score 2. That's a 2-run single. They've tied it up in the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. 3-2 off the outside edge, and that's ball 4. And now the right fielder, Damon Keith. Line drive for a base hit. And they hold the winning run at third here, as it'll take another 2-out hit to win this one. Winning run at third, 2 down. In the dirt. Wow, that is a great job behind the dish there. Grounder to third, Tolbert. They get the force. And they are happy just to get off. One out, and the potential go-ahead run is at second. 1-2 now. Hard ground ball, base hit. And here comes the runner. Runner scores, and they have the lead. He's in there. That ball was scorched, and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. Wallace is just one strike away. Sky to left, and this should do it. Ball game. Ace went deep for the first time in professional baseball. A really special moment. I have to smile as I... Anthony Ace went yard for the first time. Stepping to the plate for Tulsa, Anthony Ace. Swing and a foul back, that's out of play. Ace was able to pile up 5 RBIs in his last game. Fly to left, Sundstrom. 2 down. No outs, runner at first. Anthony Ace, the next to hit. Ground ball, right side. It's through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. That at bat was over in the blink of an eye. That one might as well have been placed on a tee, right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Now a flare off the bat, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. So digging in, Griffin Lockwood Powell.
Now batting, the first baseman, Griffin Lockwood Powell.
On the ground, dives, but it's off the glove. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe, and a run comes in to score. Nobody out, bases loaded, and now the right fielder, Damon Keith.
Bunch up, drive him in for us.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Skies it to right field. Montez. There's one down. So up next, Bubba Aline. 3-0, here's the pitch. That is ball 4, and it brings home a run. 1 away and a runner at first. And now the DH, Anthony Ace. 1 for 2. And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Here's the third baseman, Cody Hosey. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that does it for the inning. And now it's going to be Anthony Ace. That curveball had no business getting a strike. The hitter was ready to crush it, but it never quite got to where it should have. Pitcher knows he dodged a bullet there. ripped into the outfield. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. It's 9-1. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Now the third baseman, Cody Hosey. They get the force. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting... Next up, the designated hitter, Anthony Ace. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1 offering. This one in the air, center field. Labrada on the way over. Snags it for the second out. Runner at first. Next to bat for the Drillers, Anthony Ace. Diving, but it gets down for a hit. Lead runner turns at second. Here comes the throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Seeing the ball very well in this game. He's got some impressive wrist strength to be able to pull a ball on the outer half that hard. Not many hitters can do that. Done. He is safe. So digging in, Griffin Lockwood Powell. Three and two now, and they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
So up next, Damon Keith. Next one's popped in the air into right. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 32, Chris.
So with one away, the bases are loaded. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Bubba Aline. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Line, and that's a base knock. One run is in. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and the run scores. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That one just kind of faded over the infield and down onto the outfield grass. Base hits like that are a gift from above for the hitter. Bases are empty with two away. Now at the plate, Victor Labrada. Ground ball, this one should do it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Yoiner Fajardo now at the plate.
Third baseman, Fajardo.
Here comes the 0-1. Gets under it, pops it up.
Take it. That's mine.
Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver. Anthony Ace on the hill for this one, fresh off a stellar. And next, the cleanup hitter, Anthony Ace, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Barnes leading off of first with one out. Oh, and 2 now. Fights it off, we'll see another. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered at that one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Yoiner Fajardo. Bunt attempt popped up.
Oh, you.
And there's one down. The batter now, Michael Arroyo. Foul ball there. One out and the base is empty. Back to the mound. He's got it. And just beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Caden Polkovich digs in now.
He rides.
Grounder to the left side, and that's just foul. And that's a strikeout looking. That is a frustrating call for a hitter. Man on at first, Hogan Windish, getting ready to hit. The 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There goes the runner, labeled on a line to center. And that's the end of the inning. One runner. Bottom half of the second. Digging in for the Travelers, Lázaro Montes. They've got the 3-run lead, but they won't keep it if they don't keep pitching well and aggressively, too. Now, he clearly excelled at pitching in the amateur ranks, but the question is, will that prowess translate to the professional level? Now the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball down the line.
I go. Heads up. Whoa.
Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. So digging in, Blake Rambush. Late swing, fouled off. Rambush goes 5'9", the number 6 hitter in today's lineup. And while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter. There's a strike.
0-2.
Swings and misses. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Now the left fielder, Jared Sundstrom, looking to rebound today, put up an 0-for-4 last night. 2 outs, base is empty. Puts this one in the air down the line, and no one can get to it, a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, here's the pitch. Close, but called a ball. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. Now this is lifted to center. And it drops in. Gets on base and keeps it going. I love that patient approach from him to work a favorable count. I might want to go back and see where the outfielders were set up for that one. Off the bat, it looked like a simple pop-out, but it found a spot to settle in for a hit. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounder to short. And that's the end of the inning. 1 runner left stranded. They're trailing here 3-0. 1 out and 2 on. Digging in for the Drillers, Anthony Ace.
Here we go. Need you right here.
This one is labeled. That's pretty far back. It's a 1-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. Now a relay to the plate. Not in time. Runner safe as 2 runs score on the play. Coming up to the dish for Tulsa, Cody Hosey. Swing and a high fly to left. Sundstrom. 2 down. That's a well-executed pitch. He got him out in front on the pitch away and earned the fly out. 2 away and a runner at first. Griffin Lockwood Powell, the next to hit. Now here's the 0-2. Now a flare into the outfield. Oh, gloves it. It's 2 runs on 2 hits. This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in your home without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free consultation today. Ground ball, right side, Lockwood Powell. Steps on first for the out. We head back to the top of the lineup. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, Yoiner Fajardo. 1 of 4 with a double in yesterday's game. That catches the top part of the zone.
1 strike.
This one popped up. Vargas.
I got it.
And there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Michael Arroyo.
Hurt 1.
2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the back end of the 3rd inning. Next pitch, in for a strike. He's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could count. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Nice job out there as he gets him. Welcome back. The Travelers at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. That one fouled off. He's done well so far, but we'll see what adjustments the heart of the order make for him the second time around.
Ball 1.
Turned on, but foul wide of 3rd. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Next to hit, Hogan Windish. 0 for 1.
One 0.
1 out and the base is empty. Right through there for a strike. The other way. And it stays fair. Next up for the Travs, Lázaro Montes. Went down on strikes the first time through. There's a strike. Late on that fastball. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at bat. The strikeout there. Out number 2. That's straight up power pitching right there. 3 straight fastballs, and he couldn't catch up. Runner at first. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Blake Rambush. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure. Oh, and this one very deep. Left center field on its way. It's out of here. Flexes the power with that swing. A 2-run blast. And they're chipping away. It's 5-2. Nobody on and 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Jared Sundstrom. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Well struck out to left. It's got a chance. On the warning track and hauls it in. So they get. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Ace. 1 for 2. This one's in the dirt.
No ball. 1 strike.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out to center. Labrada. 2 away now. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Travelers batting. That one almost got the batter. Liner snagged it first. That's so frustrating for the hitter. Tough to accept a liner like that not turning into a hit. So up next, Victor Labrada went deep in last night's ball game. Labrada stands at 5 feet 8 inches, 25 years old, and he's a native of Cuba. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. The Drillers leading by 3. Bottom half of the 5th. Swings and misses, and the count 1-2. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Got the batter swinging. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Back to the top of the order here. Now the third baseman, Yoiner Fajardo. Liner to left. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. It's the large lad burger's big inning. If 3 or more runs score in the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that.
One, two.
And now the 1-2. Line drive, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Nice job at the dish. He fell behind, but held tough and got the hit. Got out in front, but didn't allow the risk. Deep drive, down the line, foul ball. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's carrying. And out of here. It just got out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-4. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Antonio Knowles, coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Ace, in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Got it started a little too early there. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one. Vargas leads off of first with 2 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. To the right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit. Base is empty, 1 away. Digging in, Anthony Ace.
No,
that's a terrific backdoor slider. He made the right call not to swing. It's tough to do much with that. Here's the 1-1.
Ball, no.
This one is in there, and it's 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to first for the out. 2 away here, nobody on. Stepping to the plate for Arkansas, number 6. Fly to center, and that ought to do it. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. He records his very first win in professional baseball, and I have a feeling there are a lot more of those to come. Anthony Ace will hit next.
there.
Rips one to right, and foul ball. Strike two.
No balls. 2 strikes.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance speed, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Anthony Ace now at the plate with runners at first and second and nobody out. The defense will need to be sharp here. Out on the mound, he knows he needs a strikeout or a double play ball to give him a chance to escape this jam. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2.
0-2.
That misses the zone. 1-2 the count. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Anthony Ace getting ready to hit. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Way out front for strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Rosario takes his lead at first. Nobody out. Just off the outside corner. And the count 1-2. What a take with 2 strikes. Gets a piece, stays alive. Seemed to be sitting on the fastball there. Good job to adjust and fight off the breaking ball. Here's the 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So 2 down. And now the DH, Anthony Ace. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. In the air to left. And that's a fair ball. The center fielder, the next to hit.
The center fielder, Jose Ramos.
The tag, and he is out at second. 3rd out, so it's no runs. Anthony Ace will hit next. Nobody out with runners at first and second. Big spot for the pitcher and this defense. They'd like to roll 2.
Looking good. Nobody better up there.
Got tied up right there. That's great location to tie him up on the hands. That's a good spot. Swing and a miss. Got fooled on that one. Obvious that he was swinging for the fences. Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. One, 2 now. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. And it one-hops the wall. 1 runs in. Coming to the plate. He'll score 2. Nicely done. Brings home 2. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. Next one's popped in the air into right. It falls in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline and the run scores. And it's 8-3. 1 out and 2 on. Next is the designated hitter, Anthony Ace. A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up. That one finds the zone. Now that he's gotten ahead in the count, he needs to attack and finish off this hitter. Down 0-2, swings through it. That swing and a miss is a blessing in disguise for the hitter. If he had made contact, it probably would have been a double play ball. Breaking ball inside. That's
2-2.
inside. And now it's 3-2. Gauthier at third, Rosario at first, 1 out. And that'll load the bases. And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off-speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking him. Stepping to the plate for Tulsa, number 31. 2-2 now. Fly ball, left field. Sundstrom makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Throw off line, runner scores. And they extend their lead. 2 outs, runners at first and second. And now the first baseman, Griffin Lockwood Powell. Here's the 2-2. In the air, out to right, Montez on the move. There to make the catch. Throw 9 up. Caden Polkovich now at the plate. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. Got it. And the home crowd leaves disappointed as this one draws to a close. The Drillers put an end to their 4-game slide. Not much to speak about, but